Hello all, hope you're doing well today. So we are concluding our text, and this is chapter 18, Sport and Recreational Facilities as Leverageable Assets. Here we go. So our objectives for this chapter are really to understand the importance of recruiting to the short and long-term success of your nonprofit and for-profit organizations. Also to understand the importance of turnover and retention management strategies with success, and explaining how facilities can impact nonprofit and for-profit sport and recreational organizations with their recruitment and turnover and retention management efforts. We also want to clarify how academic, recreational, and sport facilities can function as strategic assets and be leveraged to attract stakeholders with your students, your athletes, and fans alike. And also to discuss how cities and states are using sport facilities as part of their strategic mission to lure professional sport franchises and retain existing sport franchises. Here we go. So let's talk about the role of recruiting in business. It is something that goes far beyond just filling an empty seat. Business organizations frequently invest hundreds of thousands of dollars in recruiting the right employees, but the cost doesn't stop there. In fact, even more resources are often dedicated to retaining those employees once they're hired. To give you a sense of scale, most businesses spend anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000 per new hire. Now imagine that multiplied across hundreds or even thousands of hires annually. In total, U.S. corporations spend over $72 billion each year on recruiting and staff retention. That's a massive investment, highlighting just how vital it is to attract and keep top talent. This sets the stage for why facilities like sport and recreation centers can be seen as valuable assets in attracting and retaining employees. They're not just perks, they're strategic tools. For decades, colleges and universities have invested heavily in recruiting and retaining top talent, both athletes and staff. From 1997 to 2007, nearly 50,000 of all NCAA Division I programs doubled or even tripled their recruiting budgets. By 2014 and 2015, FBS schools were averaging around $800,000 annually in recruiting expenses for men's teams alone. But with the emergence of name, image, and likeness rights, or NIL rights, the recruiting game has changed in a fundamental way. It's not just about facilities, coaching staff, or academic sport. It's also about opportunity. Opportunity for athletes to earn compensation through endorsements, sponsorships, appearances, and social media deals. NIL has created a new layer of value that schools must now incorporate into their recruiting strategy. Athletic departments are responding by not only showcasing their facilities, but also promoting their NIL infrastructure, such as partnerships with collectives, legal support, branding, workshops, and digital media training. These tools help athletes maximize their marketability. In this new era, schools that can successfully combine strong athletic resources with robust NIL support systems are gaining a clear edge in the recruiting race. NIL has added a new dimension to an already competitive environment, transforming how universities attract and retain top talent in college athletics. So why is recruiting and retention important? First and foremost, people are the foundation of any successful organization. The right people can drive growth, innovation, and culture. The wrong people or high turnover can do the opposite. For sport professionals, especially those in leadership positions, the key to building a sustainable competitive edge lies in developing and retaining strong human capital. This means not just hiring top talent, but also creating an environment that keeps them engaged and committed over time. Finally, we can't overlook the financial side. Disengaged stakeholders and frequent turnover are incredibly costly, both directly in terms of replacement costs and indirectly through loss of morale, productivity, and institutional knowledge. So when we ask why are recruiting and retention important, the answer is clear. They are essential to the success and longevity of any sports organization. Retention isn't just about internal staffing. It's also essential when it comes to fans, especially season ticket holders. The decision for a fan to renew their season tickets often hinges on a simple calculation. It's the value of the benefits they expect to receive minus the burdens or costs they anticipate. If the perceived value doesn't outweigh the hassle or expense, they're unlikely to return. Here's a sobering statistic. A 50% season ticket holder retention rate means a sport team has to replace its entire base every 2 years. That's a massive operational marketing burden. That's why many professional sport franchises use detailed formulas to calculate the value of an individual season ticket holder. And oftentimes it's in terms of customer lifetime value, or CLV. And it's not just in terms of the ticket sales, but also through merchandise purchases, concessions, referrals, and long-term loyalty. The better a team understands that value, the more strategically it can invest in keeping its fans. So why recruiting investment matters? Think about this. Does it make sense for a hospital to underinvest in cutting-edge medical technology, equipment, or facilities? I hope not. Would a construction company purposely invest in outdated machinery? Of course not. Organizations that aim to succeed must equip themselves with the best tools and resources. In the same way, it makes little sense for nonprofit and for-profit organizations in the sport and recreation sectors to underinvest in recruiting practices. Recruiting the right individuals and retaining them is one of the most critical ways organizations secure their future success. People are the biggest assets. This is a quote from Derek Hall, the president of the MLB's Arizona Diamondbacks. We are in an industry where early entry jobs are extremely difficult and the turnover rate is devastating. Turnover in the business workplace occurs when an employee leaves either voluntarily, where they take another job, or involuntarily, where they're being fired, and the organization must replace them. High turnover is extremely costly, disrupting operations, lowering morale, and draining resources. Retention management refers to the entire human resource management policies for retaining the current or expected high-performing employees within organizations for long periods, enabling them to exercise or develop their capabilities. The Baltimore Colts were based in Maryland from 1953 to 1983. Team owners Robert Irsay was dissatisfied with Memorial Stadium and encountered political resistance when seeking a new facility. Indianapolis Mayor William Hudnut steps in and sees the opportunity by offering a $4 million training complex, a $12.5 million loan, and access to the brand new $77.5 million Hoosier Dome with 57,980 seats. These offers successfully lured the franchise to Indianapolis, showing the power of modern facilities and local government support in attracting major league teams. To better understand the importance of facilities in recruiting, let's look at the Reputation Information Framework. This framework explains why effective recruitment programs are crucial for maximizing job candidates' acceptance rates, especially in today's highly competitive marketplace. At the heart of this framework is information. Researchers argue that the information available to a recruit directly influences their level of attraction to an organization. The more positive and appealing the information, the greater the chance of securing top talent. Facilities, just like academic reputation or salary offers, are a critical piece of that information. In this way, modern, high-quality facilities become a leverageable asset that organizational personnel can use to attract students, student athletes, front office staff, and coaches and consumers, even entire sport franchises. Investments in facilities send a clear signal about an organization's priorities, their resources, and commitment to excellence. Another important concept to consider is human capital theory, or HCT. According to HCT, the knowledge, skills, and abilities of an organization's workforce are the primary drivers of firm productivity. and short people power success. For academic, sport, and recreation organizations, this principle holds true not just for employees but for all valued stakeholders, from students and athletes to consumers and fans. Their retention and engagement are highly linked to organizational performance and long-term success. This is why it's critical for organizations to invest in their stakeholders. One powerful and visible form of investment: facilities. Modern, appealing facilities demonstrate a commitment to excellence and create environments that foster loyalty, performance, and satisfaction, whether it's in schools, athletic departments, or professional sports teams. King in 2005 states that between the mid-1990s and 2005, over $15 billion was invested in U.S. sports facilities, reshaping athletic development and recruitment. As of 2024, the United States has seen a significant resurgence in sports facility construction. After a 3-year decline, nearly $5.8 billion was invested in new and renovated professional and collegiate sports facilities, completed in 2024. This marks an 18% increase from the previous year and is the highest annual total since 2020, which saw a record of $11.9 billion in spending due to major projects like the SoFi Stadium and Allegiant Stadium. Looking ahead, the industry is poised for continued growth with over $31.4 billion in projects scheduled for completion from 2025 onward, the largest backlog since tracking began in 1998. This trend underscores the enduring importance of state-of-the-art facilities in attracting talent, enhancing fan experiences, and bolstering the competitive edge of sports programs. For coaches and programs, modern facilities are no longer optional, they're essential. State-of-the-art training environments help attract elite athletes, elevate performance, and create a competitive edge in recruitment. While some may downplay their importance, the reality is clear. Facilities play a central role in recruiting and retaining top talent. As programs strive for success, the quality of their athletic infrastructure increasingly defines their ability to compete. This massive investment signals a shift. Facilities are no longer luxuries, but vital tools for building strong, successful sports programs. In today's sports landscape, the right facilities aren't just a benefit, they're a foundation for future success. In NCAA Division I athletics, student athletes spend most of their time training, practicing, and competing in athletic facilities. These environments play a critical role in shaping their performance, development, and overall satisfaction. Top-tier facilities featuring advanced equipment, recovery zones, and cutting-edge technology don't just enhance athletic performance. They help attract and retain elite talent. Schools with modern, well-designed spaces gain a competitive edge in recruiting and elevate their national visibility. Investing in athletic infrastructure isn't just about buildings, it's about creating an environment where student athletes can thrive. These facilities are essential to maximizing success and boosting school reputation and shaping the future of college sports. High-performance facilities are more than amenities. They're a foundation for excellence in NCAA Division I athletics. Recruitment and retention in college athletics goes beyond student athletes. Coaches and athletic directors also rely on top-tier facilities to build successful programs. Modern, well-equipped facilities signal a school's commitment to excellence. For coaches, these spaces are essential tools in attracting elite talent and gaining a competitive edge. For athletic directors, they offer a pathway to establish leadership credibility and long-term program success. Continual investment in facilities demonstrates an institution's dedication to growth, helping to attract and retain top coaches, athletes, and staff. In today's sports world, getting fans into the seats is becoming an increasingly difficult challenge for both collegiate and professional teams. With so many entertainment options available, fans demand more than just a game. They want an experience. To boost attendance, teams are focusing on enhancing the overall fan experience. That's no longer enough to just offer great sports. Fans expect comfort, convenience, and connectivity. One major advancement is Wi-Fi, with more fans using their devices to stay connected, share moments on social media, and access real-time updates. High-quality, stadium-wide Wi-Fi is essential to keeping fans engaged. Larger, more comfortable seating is also a key factor. Fans are willing to pay more for an experience that offers comfort during their game. Spacious seating allows for longer enjoyment, making it easier for people to spend more time at the venue. High-definition video displays have become a staple in modern stadiums. These screens enhance the live experience, provide replays, player stats, and engaging visuals to keep fans entertained, even when they're not focused on the field. Larger concourses improve the flow of foot traffic and reduce congestion and give fans more room to socialize, grab food, or shop for merchandise, making the entire venue feel more accessible. An often overlooked aspect of the fan experience is the number of restrooms. Having more restrooms means shorter wait times, allowing fans to spend more time enjoying the game rather than waiting in line. Party areas and VIP sections are also growing in popularity, offering fans an exclusive experience to socialize and enjoy the game in style. These areas appeal to groups, offering a more dynamic and festive atmosphere. For teams looking to boost attendance, enhancing the fan experience is critical. By focusing on Wi-Fi, comfort, entertainment, and convenience, stadiums can offer more than just a game. They can provide a memorable event that keeps fans coming back for more. In a crowded entertainment landscape, creating an unforgettable experience is the key to filling seats and keeping fans loyal. Across the country, cities and states invest in new sports facilities with a clearer purpose: to attract or retain professional sport franchises. This strategy mirrors how schools use recreational facilities to appeal to students and athletic departments, build new stadiums to entice and retain student athletes and coaches. New facilities often serve as a powerful tool for cities looking to bring professional teams to their communities. Modern stadiums and arenas promise economic growth, national attention, and a stronger civic identity. By offering state-of-the-art venues, cities position themselves as attractive homes for franchises seeking new markets, updated infrastructure, and enthusiastic fan bases. At the same time, the threat of moving to another city is a powerful bargaining chip. Teams frequently use the possibility of relocation as leverage to secure public funding for new or upgraded facilities. This tactic places pressure on local governments to invest in sports infrastructure, often under the belief that losing a team would deal a major blow to the city's economy and identity. Whether it's attracting a new franchise or keeping a beloved team from leaving, sports facilities are powerful tools of a negotiation. They symbolize opportunity, community pride, and competitive advantage, both on the field and in the broader landscape of sports business. In the world of professional sports, facilities aren't just places to play, they are strategic assets in the race to win teams, fans, and economic growth. As we've seen throughout this presentation, sports facilities play a much bigger role than simply housing athletic events. First, when it comes to attracting talent, high-quality modern facilities are essential. They're key to recruiting and retaining not only student athletes, but also coaches and athletic directors. These spaces support performance, development, and overall satisfaction, helping schools build strong and successful programs. Next, facilities are critical in enhancing the fan experience. Today's fans expect more than just a seat at the game. Amenities like stadium Wi-Fi, larger and more comfortable seating, and high-definition video displays and party areas are all contributing to a more enjoyable and immersive experience. This is crucial for driving attendance in an era where many fans are happy to stay home and watch from their couch. Beyond college campuses, sport facilities play a strategic role at the city and state level. Communities often build or upgrade venues to attract or retain professional franchises. And in many cases, the threat of relocation is used by teams as leverage to gain public funding, making facility investments a high-stakes negotiation tool. So the bottom line is this: whether the goal is to recruit athletes, fill seats, or land a pro team, facilities are no longer just infrastructure. They're strategic assets that shape the future of sports at every level. And that is all that I have for you today. Have a great day. See you soon.